Real estate is a significant part of the U.S. economy. Real estate and construction are major contributors to the national employment. Complex real estate transactions require services of professionals. Knowledge and services of licensees. Real estate brokers provide specialized service for others in return for compensation in the form of a commission, fee, or other valuable consideration. Real estate licensees provide specialized knowledge in three areas: knowledge of property transfer, knowledge of market conditions, and knowledge of how to market real estate or businesses. Real estate brokerage. Here's the definition and its components. Real estate brokerage is the business of bringing together buyers and sellers, owners and renters, and completing the real estate transaction. There are many components of the real estate brokerage, including sales and leasing, property management, appraising, financing, and counseling. All right, let's talk about the 5 major specialties of real estate. You have residential, agricultural, commercial, industrial, and business opportunities. Residential is 4 or fewer residential units, vacant land zone for 4 or fewer residential units, and agricultural property 10 acres or less. Agricultural is more than 10 acres of agricultural property. Commercial is office and retail units. Industrial is warehouse, manufacturing and export, and business opportunities are selling businesses. Businesses, licensees who engage in the sale, purchase, or lease of businesses are called business brokers. Presumption in Florida law that businesses involve real property, therefore an active current real estate license is required to sell or lease businesses. Marketing. You have target and farming. Both are effective real estate marketing, and they begin with a strong database. The most important thing is follow-up. Target market. That's a particular group of consumers at which a product or service is aimed. For example, in real estate, a target market would be for luxury properties, waterfront properties, condominiums, commercial. That's target marketing. Farm area is a selected and limited area to which a licensee devotes special attention and study. For example, a certain subdivision or certain part of town. That's a farm area. A farm area is defined as a geographical location. A target market is defined as a specialty. Follow-up. Never fail to follow up. This is what a sales associate does for buyers or sellers after the transaction is concluded. It results in good reputation, referrals, and word-of-mouth advertising. It's the most important thing you can do in your real estate career to be successful. Property management, that's a professional service to maintain and manage property on behalf of owners. It involves leasing, managing, marketing, and the maintenance of property. Now, a rental agent versus a property manager. Rental agents find a tenant and they collect a fee. Property managers continue to manage the property once a tenant is secured. Property managers, they're the local representative of the property owner. The manager's goal is to protect the owner's investment and to maximize the owner's return. Property management. Need for property management is due to absentee owners. Property managers are compensated in different ways. The manager's compensation is detailed in the management agreement. A manager who is paid a commission or on a transactional basis must be licensed. So let's talk a little bit about this. The apartment complex, for example. If the property manager is paid a salary and he's not based on the amount of apartments he rents, then he doesn't need a real estate license. If a manager is paid on a commission or a transactional basis, they must have a real estate license. CAM license, Community Association Manager License. That's required for salaried managers of associations with more than 10 units or an annual budget in excess of $100,000. Now this applies to mobile home associations, homeowners associations, condominium and cooperative associations, and timeshare associations. Appraisal. That is developing and communicating an opinion of a property's value. Appraisals are requested for many reasons: mortgage loans, property tax assessment, and investments. The Florida Real Estate Appraisal Board regulates certified licensed appraisers. Only certified or licensed appraisers can complete an appraisal for a federally related transaction. And appraisers charge a fee based on the time and difficulty of work because it's unethical to charge a fee based on the appraised value. Okay, licensees may appraise real property for compensation. There are certain exceptions. They cannot represent themselves as certified or licensed appraisers, and they cannot represent the appraisal as certified or licensed. Licensees who perform appraisals must follow the uniform standards of professional appraisal practice. The Uniform Standards of Appraisal Practice is a set of guidelines and standards that must be followed when performing appraisal services. Comparative Market Analysis, commonly called a CMA. That's a marketing tool prepared for a potential buyer or seller. It analyzes recent sales of similar properties, properties currently offered for sale, and recently expired listings. It may not be referred to or represented as an appraisal, and it does not have to comply with the USPAP. A fee may be charged, and the associate's compensation must be paid to the employing broker. Sales associates can never receive the fee for comparative market analysis or a BPO for that matter, except from their employing broker. Now, BPO, what's a BPO? That's a broker's price opinion. That's the broker's written opinion of value of real property that is often requested by lenders for distressed property sales or relocation companies. They may not be referred to or represented as an appraisal, and they do not have to comply with the USPAP. Sales associates may complete a BPO for compensation. The sales associate must be supervised by the broker, and compensation must be paid to the broker. Then the broker compensates the sales associate. Financing is the business of providing the funds that make real estate transactions possible. Must be licensed as a mortgage loan originator to take a residential mortgage loan application or to offer to negotiate the terms of a residential mortgage. Real estate licensees may not operate as mortgage loan originators unless the real estate licensee also holds a mortgage loan originator license. Also, a licensee must be licensed as a mortgage loan originator in order to accept a referral fee from a lender. Otherwise, it's against RESPA. Counseling is the real estate service of analyzing existing or potential projects and providing advice to individuals and firms regarding the purchase and use of real estate investments. The services of counselors are in demand by developers, investors, corporations, and large-scale buyers and sellers. Development and construction. First comes land acquisition. Then the developer subdivides and plans the development. If the developer is going to give back to the municipality, the public amenities, then the county or city becomes responsible for the upkeep and repair. After that, the plans are submitted to the Planning Commission for approval. Once they're approved, then the subdivision plat map is recorded in the county public records. Dedication, again, that is a gift of land by an owner to a governmental body for public use. Plat map is a developer's, they submit a plat map to the local planning commission. It's an engineer's plan for land use superimposed on the map of the land that's going to be developed. And it's recorded in the county public records. Once the plans are approved and recorded in the public records, the developer can begin residential construction. And there's 3 types of residential construction. There's spec, custom, and tract. Tract building is the building that you see in the subdivisions. It's considered speculative building involving model homes that are used to promote construction of new homes on lots in a subdivision. So what they're basically saying is the developer will build, 5 to 6 models. The goal is to go in, pick the model they like, pick the lot they want, and pick any upgrades that they want. So that's a tract home. A tract home is, think of it like this. A tract home is a home that's been pre-ordered. Custom homes, having a builder build on your own lot, either with your plans or plans purchased from a builder or an architect that draws them up especially for you. So you go to an architect, they draw up your plans, you have your lot, you tell the general contractor, I want these plans built on this lot, and that's a custom home. Now, spec homes is building without first securing a buyer. So remember back in the tract homes, in the developments, that's called speculative building, but they've got their model homes and people pre-order their homes from the models and they pick the lots. A true spec home is building without first securing a buyer. So a lot of times when a developer gets to the end of construction in his subdivision, he might have 3 or 4 lots left and he wants to, close out the subdivision. So what he'll do is start building houses. So he's building the house without someone first pre-ordering it. So that's called a spec home. He's building without first securing the buyer. The government plays roles in real estate through the local government, state government, and federal government. Your local government impacts the real estate business through property taxation, regulatory activities such as occupational licensing, business tax receipt, building permits, building moratoriums, zoning, and building codes. State government owns and manages a large amount of land and identifies coastal regions and other areas that are protected from development. Your state documentary and intangible taxes are required when ownership to real property is transferred or pledged as collateral for a mortgage. And then your federal government impacts the real estate business through its fiscal and monetary policies. Various agencies influencing the real estate field include HUD, FHA, VA, EPA, and the IRS. Professional organizations. The largest trade organization in the world is the National Association of Realtors. You must be a member of the local association, which makes you a member of the Florida Association of Realtors, the National Association of Realtors, in order to use the designation Realtor. Membership is determined by brokerage entity, and what that means is the brokerage that you join, if they are a member of the National Association of Realtors, then you are required to join. You don't have a choice. If the brokerage that you join does not have a membership in the National Association of Realtors, then you cannot join. So that's what they mean by membership is determined by brokerage entity. Now, the National Association of Realtors promotes ethics and education in the real estate industry. They also are responsible for the multiple listing service that we use.